time world champion. Welcome to the stream, guys. Oh man, it's the question: what happened to Fatu? Should get about one. Where am I? Okay, the LED lights is all I can get here. Oh well, but yeah. What happened to Fatu? We're going to find out this week. What, man? I can't believe it, man. Oh man. So on week 2 of NXT, Fatu, he retained his NXT champion over Seth Ospreay. And then apparently he vacated the title and everything. So what's going to happen next is our question, I guess. What's up, Michael? How's it going? So let's switch over to this. Now, if I remember correctly, the roster is in the description if you guys want to know what wrestlers on each brand and stuff. Well, there's a whole description for it. So, all we wait to go into week 3 of this timeline. Let's get on. January, week 3. We're almost to the pay-per-view week, which is going to be the Royal Rumble. Monday Night Raw. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. On the United Center. That's surprising. Oh, Joe can I even say his name correctly? Say his name and he doesn't appear.
WWE Monday Night Raw. Date, January 12, 2026. Location, Chicago, Illinois, United Center. Commentary, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. The atmosphere in Chicago is electric as we sit just 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble.
Man, we could have had this in Indianapolis. Seth versus Seth. Rollins versus Raven. Hey, there's your selection right there. You want Seth versus Seth? Put it in Indianapolis. Come on.
Tonight, the Seth versus Seth showdown for the World Heavyweight Championship takes center stage. Opening segment, The Queen's Gambit. Rhea Ripley opens the show, but she's not alone. Dominic Mysterio and JD McDonough are flanking her. Rhea mocks the Chicago crowd and warns Becky Lynch to stay out of her business. This brings out Lyra Valkyria, who reminds Rhea that while Becky is a legend, Lyra is the future. Lyra challenges Rhea to a non-title match tonight to prove she's ready for the main roster elite. Match 1, Tag Team Championship Contender Match. The New Day, Kofi.
Okay. I should be, that's something right there. You gotta be specific on AI here. You're wearing my experience right here live. Adrian Pie, she's a girl. Alex Raven, she's a girl. Yeah, I think we gotta be more specific on these stuff here, man. With AI. Like I said, it's always like I said. I can believe AI taking over the world if they are smart. If they are smart. Like very smart. But anyway.
Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Jake and Alex Raven. A high-octane encounter. The Raven brothers use pack tactics, isolating Xavier Woods for a long stretch. Kofi gets the hot tag and clears the ring, but Jaden Fatu appears on the apron, distracting the referee. This allows Seth Raven, who is pulling double duty tonight, to slide in and trip Kofi. Alex Raven hits a diving senton to steal the victory. Winners, Jake and Alex Raven, new number 1 contenders. Match 2, Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. Dominic Mysterio, C, versus Javon Evans. Evans gets his rematch and looks even more impressive than last week. He hits a massive space-flying tiger drop to the outside. Back inside, Evans goes for the finish, but Liv Morgan runs down and grabs his leg. The distraction is enough for Dominic to roll him up with his feet on the ropes. Winner, Dominic Mysterio, remains IC champion. Post-match, Sheamus runs down and clears the ring, saving Evans and staring down Dominic. Match 3, Women's Showcase. Rhea Ripley versus Lyra Valkyria. Lyra gives Rhea everything she can handle, hitting a spectacular crossbody off the top. Rhea eventually catches her midair and hits a thunderous riptide. Winner, Rhea Ripley. Post-match, Becky Lynch blindsides Rhea from behind, leading to a massive pull-apart brawl involving the entire security team. Backstage, the Alpha and the Omega. Brock Lesnar is seen walking through the hallway. He doesn't say a word, but he stops and stares at a Royal Rumble poster, specifically looking at Gunther and Roman Reigns. The Beast is officially back in the hunt. Main event,
man.
World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, C, versus Seth Raven. This was a
We could have saved this at the Royal Rumble. What the heck? This AI won by Triple H here. As TKO won over Glamroy now. Oh my god. TKO takes control of Google. We're so done, mate. We're so done. We are so done.
Technical masterpiece. Rollins tries to out-wrestle the newcomer, but Raven matches him move for move. Raven hits a Raven's wing, 450 splash, but Rollins kicks out at 2.9. Rollins rallies with a superplex into a Falcon Arrow. As he prepares for the curb stomp, Drew McIntyre hops the barricade to cause a distraction. Rollins knocks Drew off the apron, turns around, and avoids a kick from Raven to nail the curb stomp for the 3 count. Winner, Seth Rollins, remains World Heavyweight Champion. The show ends with Drew McIntyre and Seth Raven surrounding Rollins. Suddenly, Randy Orton's music hits. The Viper slides in, and the heels retreat. Orton and Rollins stand back-to-back as we go off the air. Are we moving on to NXT, Week 3 for the massive 30-man Battle Royal to crown a new #1 contender?
Did he just make Seth Raven turn heel? Oh my god! Nothing much. I saw the stage reveal on the channel. That's great. Yeah, beautiful stage too. Cannot wait for WrestleMania, especially 9-1. I mean, Sack versus Seth Raven. Cannot wait, man. January, week number 3 for NXT. And we're still in this question here, guys. What the heck? What? Guys! Since when we got this? Man, I will just pick A. Should have done A in the first place, man. But anyway. Let's get over to NXT here. I believe in Joe and
WWE NXT. Date, January 13th, 2026. Location.
By the way, which night is my match on? Night 2. Just check. Oh, no. I got the notes. I've got the notes here. I've got everything on my iPad, man. Notepads come in handy, man. I don't want to spoil anything. But you're definitely on night 2. You're definitely right. You're on night 2. Well, actually, I did reveal the match not on YouTube, but when I was doing commentary on Roblox. Oh, yeah, you might see the card this Saturday and Sunday. But anyway.
Orlando, Florida. Capitol Wrestling Center. Commentary, Vic Joseph and Booker T.
Oh, yeah,
Tonight is
man!
one of the biggest nights in NXT history. With the NXT Championship currently vacant, 30 men will enter the ring, but only one will walk out as the new face of the brand. Opening segment, the Ego and the Shield. Ethan Page and Ricky Staines open the show in the ring. Page brags about their alliance from last week, claiming that between his North American title and Staines' ruthlessness, they will dominate the Battle Royal tonight. They are interrupted by Landon and Sammy Shields, the tag team champions. Landon tells Page that all ego won't save him when the Shield brothers are working together. Ava appears on the screen and announces that because of their brawling, Landon Shields and Ethan Page will start the Battle Royal as entrants number 1 and number 2.
Whoa! We're getting the NXT Royal Rumble, guys! Oh my god! AI rules, man. AI rule. Oh my god. Give AI the control of WWE. Forget about TKO and Triple H. Come on, man. See what AI can pull off? A NXT Royal Rumble. Even if it's called the Battle Royal.
Match 1. Women's Division Contender Match. Charlotte Bank versus Pink Ospreay. A battle of legacy names. Pink Ospreay shows off her incredible aerial lineage with a series of moonsaults. Charlotte Bank, however, uses her technical prowess to ground the high flyer. Charlotte locks in a bank statement variant, forcing Pink to tap out in a highly competitive bout. Winner, Charlotte Bank. Match 2. Mixed Tag Team Match. Party, Adrian Pai and Luna Moon versus Daniel Brown and Brian Cass. The unlikely duo of Pai and Moon actually works surprisingly well. Luna handles the heavy hitting while Adrian provides the energy. Adrian hits a confetti cannon, springboard stunner, on Brian Cass to pick up the win. Winners, Party, Adrian Pai and Luna Moon. Main event, 30-man battle royal for the vacant NXT Championship.
Oh, man.
The ring is crowded with the best of the NXT roster. Early highlights, Landon Shields and Ethan Page start things off with a stalemate. Will and Kane Murphy enter back-to-back and eliminate 4 people in under 2 minutes. The shocking debut, at entrant number 15, Will Murphy is mid-elimination when the lights flicker. Desmond Alter makes his way to the ring and immediately tosses out both Daniel Brown and Brian Cass. The final 4, Killer, Finn...
forget about it. We should just have Oba Femi in here. Dun, 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 dun.
Blood, Zach Rollins, Landon Shields, and Desmond Alter. The conclusion, Landon Shields is eliminated by a combined effort from Blood and Alter. Zach Rollins hits a curb stomp on Alter and manages to toss him over the top rope. It comes down to Zach Rollins versus Killer, Finn Blood. They brawl on the apron. Blood tries for a brainbuster, but Rollins counters. Suddenly, Desmond Alter pulls Rollins' legs from the outside. Rollins falls to the floor. Winner and new NXT champion, Killer, Finn Blood. The show ends with Killer, Finn Blood standing on the announce table, holding the NXT championship high. Desmond Alter stands in the ring, pointing at Blood and laughing as the credits roll. That sets the stage for the rest of the month. Are we headed to Friday Night SmackDown, Week 3? We are getting closer to the Royal Rumble.
See what I mean, guys? AI can really cook. If we can use AI correctly. Oh my god. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Super awesome. I know what the red dots are for. I've seen it in the teasers and everything. Oh. But yeah. I know the red dots since day one. What was it? After the Wyatt 6 stuff? That's when you started doing it? January week 3. So we head over to Friday Night SmackDown. Hey, we're on London, baby! Yes! Oh man, this could be the debut of Kane Ospreay, guys. This could be the debut of Kane Ospreay.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
Let's go!
Date, January 16th, 2026. Location, London, England. OVO Arena, Wembley. Commentary, Wade Barrett and Corey Graves.
London.
The international tour continues. Following Berlin, the blue brand lands in London. The Royal Rumble is only 2 weeks away, and the tensions within the bloodline are reaching a breaking point. Opening segment, the Ring General's proclamation. Gunther opens the show to a massive reaction from the European crowd. He stands alone in the ring and declares that the Royal Rumble was designed for a man of his discipline. He is interrupted by CM Punk, who walks out to a thunderous Cult of Personality sing-along. Punk tells Gunther that he's won big matches all over the world, but he's never won the Rumble. Kane Ospreay makes his way out next, looking to make a name for himself. He challenges both men to a triple threat match tonight. Gunther scoffs, but the match is made official by GM Nick Aldis.
Yeah!
Match 1, Women's Championship Contender
Thank
match.
you, Nick.
Jade
Thank
Cargill
you,
versus Mia Yim. Cargill continues her path of destruction. Mia Yim uses her veteran experience to target Jade's legs, but Jade's power is simply too much. After catching Mia mid-springboard, Jade hits Jaded to secure the victory. Winner, Jade Cargill. Post-match, Tiffany Stratton appears on the screen, mocking Jade and telling her that the center of the universe is the only thing that matters in the women's division. Backstage, bloodline friction. Solo Sikoa is seen arguing with Jimmy and Jey Uso. Solo is furious that Roman Reigns helped Cody Rhodes last week. Jey tries to play peacemaker, saying Roman did what he had to do to keep order, but Solo warns them. The tribal chief isn't the only one who can make decisions for this family. Match 2, United States Championship match. Sami Zayn, C, versus Jacob Fatu. Fatu is an absolute monster in this match, utilizing his Samoan werewolf intensity. Sami sells the beating of a lifetime but keeps kicking out. Fatu goes for the moonsault, but Kevin Owens appears at ringside to distract him. Sami capitalizes with an exploder suplex into the corner and a helluva kick for the narrowest of wins. Winner, Sami Zayn, remains U.S. champion. Match 3, Tag Team Excellence. Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, DIY, versus Kit Wilson and Elton Prince, Pretty Deadly, a technical masterpiece mixed with Pretty Deadly's signature flair. Wilson and Prince nearly steal it with a handful of tights, but Axiom appears on the stage to point out the cheating to the referee. DIY hits the meeting in the middle on Kit Wilson for the pin. Winners, DIY. Main event triple threat dream match. Gunther versus CM Punk versus Kane Ospreay. The crowd is split 3 ways.
Oh my god, why don't we just do that in Roblox, guys? Why don't we just do that in Roblox? Kane Ospreay, Gunther, and CM Punk.
Gunther and Punk start by trading stiff chops and strikes. Ospreay uses his speed to break up their exchanges, hitting a spectacular double Hurricane Rana. In the closing moments, Punk locks Gunther in the Anaconda Vice, but Ospreay breaks it up with a hidden blade to Punk. Ospreay goes for the pin, but Gunther tosses him out of the ring. Gunther then turns Punk inside out with a thunderous powerbomb to claim the win. Winner, Gunther. The show ends with Gunther standing over CM Punk, pointing at the Royal Rumble sign as the London crowd roars. Are we moving on to January, Week 4, Monday Night Raw? It's the go-home week for the Royal Rumble.
Of course Gunther wins. Well, it was fun. It was fun until it was, guys. I'm retiring. No, I'm kidding. January pay-per-view week. Monday Night Raw. What we got in store for Monday Night Raw? Columbus, Ohio. Oh, great. Here we go. Man, why don't we just have Michael Cole? Where's Michael? What happened to Michael? Michael, where are ya? Oh, man.
WWE Monday Night Raw. Royal Rumble Go Home. Date, January 19, 2026. Location, Columbus, Ohio. Nationwide Arena. Commentary, Joe Tessitore and Wade Barrett. It is the final stop for the Red Brand before the Royal Rumble. The garden is packed, and the stakes have never been higher as superstars scramble for those final Rumble entry spots. Opening segment, the chaos of the Rumble. The show opens with Seth Rollins and Randy Orton in the ring. They discuss their potential collision course at the Rumble if Orton wins the match. They are interrupted by a parade of Raw superstars, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Javon Evans, and Rusev, all claiming 2026 is their year. A massive brawl breaks out, requiring the entire locker room and security to separate them. Raw GM Adam Pearce announces a Royal Rumble preview, Battle Royal for tonight's main event. Match 1, World Tag Team Championship. The New Day, C, versus Jake and Alex Raven. The Raven brothers finally get their shot. This is a high-speed encounter where the Ravens showcase their murder of crows, double-team maneuvers. Jaden Fatu tries to interfere again, but Xavier Woods takes him out with a dive. In the ring, Kofi Kingston hits the Trouble in Paradise on Alex Raven to retain the gold. Winners, The New Day, remain Tag Team Champions. Match 2, Women's World Heavyweight Championship Contenders Match. Asuka versus Lyra Valkyria versus Io Sky. A triple threat match with huge implications. The pace is blistering. Asuka locks the Asuka lock on Lyra, but Io breaks it up with a moonsault. Suddenly, Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan brawl through the ringside area, distracting the referee. Becky Lynch slides in and nails Io with a manhandle slam, allowing Lyra to cover her for the shock win. Winner, Lyra Valkyria. Segment, The Beast's Ultimatum. Brock Lesnar makes a rare Raw appearance. He stands in the center of the ring, grabs a mic, and says only 2 words, number 30. He drops the mic and leaves, sending a clear message that he intends to dominate the final spot in the Rumble. Match 3, Intercontinental Championship. Dominic Mysterio, C, versus Sheamus. Sheamus is looking for the one title that has eluded him. He hits the brogue kick, but JD McDonough pulls the referee out of the ring at the count of 2. As Sheamus goes after JD, Logan Paul appears out of nowhere and hits Sheamus with his lucky punch. Dominic crawls over for the pin. Winner, Dominic Mysterio, remains IC champion. Main event, 20-man Royal Rumble preview Battle Royal. The ring is a sea of humanity.
Who knows, man?
Highlights, Javon Evans lasts the longest, eliminating both members of the Alpha Academy. Rusev goes on a rampage, tossing out 4 superstars. The finish, it comes down to Drew McIntyre, Randy Orton, and Seth Raven. Raven tries to toss Orton, but Orton hangs on. McIntyre hits the Claymore on Raven, sending him over the top. Orton then immediately strikes with an RKO to McIntyre and tosses him over to win. Winner, Randy Orton. The show ends with Orton standing on the turnbuckle, staring at Seth Rollins, who is watching from the stage, and pointing at the Royal Rumble sign. Are we moving to NXT, Week 4 to see the first title defense of the new champion, Killer, Finn Blood?
Oh, man. Here we go, guys. January, week 4 NXT. What we got for NXT now since Killer Finn Blood is our new champion? Oh yeah, man.
WWE NXT, Royal Rumble Week. Date, January 20th, 2026. Location, Orlando, Florida. Capitol Wrestling Center. Commentary, Vic Joseph and Booker T. The era of Killer Finn Blood has begun. With the Royal Rumble just days away, NXT is looking to prove that its roster is ready to shock the world if any of them appear in the 30-man classic. Opening segment, the coronation of the Killer. Killer, Finn Blood makes his way to the ring, flanked by Desmond Alter. Blood holds the NXT Championship high and declares that the Battle Royal last week was just the beginning of the Blood era. He thanks Alter for seeing the vision. They are interrupted by Zach Rollins, who is sporting a bandage on his head from last week. Rollins demands a rematch, stating he never truly lost. Ava appears on the screen and says Rollins will get a shot, but he has to earn it by defeating Desmond Alter in tonight's main event. Match 1. Tag Team Grudge Match. Landon and Sammy Shields versus Ricky Staines and Ethan Page. The Shields brothers are looking for retribution after Page and Staines cost them in the Battle Royal. The match is a chaotic brawl. Ethan Page tries to use his North American title as a weapon, but the referee catches him.
Like he always does.
In the confusion, Sammy Shields hits a spectacular Spanish fly on Ricky Staines to pick up the win. Winners, Landon and Sammy Shields. Match 2. Women's Championship Contender Match. Charlotte Bank versus Alex Ospreay, non-title, a champion versus challenger preview. Charlotte Bank shows why she's a threat, countering Alex's speed with technical submissions. Alex Ospreay manages to hit a hidden blade, but Charlotte rolls out of the ring to avoid the pin. The match ends in a time limit draw as both women refuse to stay down. Result: time limit draw. Backstage, the Murphy brothers vow. Will and Kane Murphy are interviewed about the Royal Rumble. They announce that they have both officially entered themselves into the Rumble match. We don't care if it's Roman, Cody, or Seth, Will says. If you step in the ring with a Murphy, you're going over the top rope. Match 3. High Flying Showcase. Party, Adrian Pai versus Carter Fatu. Carter Fatu returns to NXT for a one-off match to show he hasn't lost his touch since losing the title. Adrian Pai tries to use his agility, but Fatu's island power is overwhelming. Fatu hits a massive Samoan drop and finishes with the Alaskan Splash. Winner, Carter Fatu. Main event, Zach Rollins versus Desmond Alter. Stipulation: if Rollins wins, he gets an NXT title shot at the next PLE. This is a dark, physical encounter. Alter uses a high-impact, bruising style that keeps Rollins on the defensive. Rollins makes a fiery comeback, hitting a Falcon Arrow for a near fall. As Rollins gears up for the curb stomp, Finn Blood jumps on the apron. Rollins knocks him off, but the distraction allows Alter to hit a modified powerbomb for the 3 count. Winner, Desmond Alter. The show ends with Finn Blood and Desmond Alter standing over Zach Rollins. Blood places his boot on Rollins' chest and raises the NXT title, cementing their dominance over the brand. Are we headed to the final stop, Friday Night SmackDown, Week 4, before the Royal Rumble?
Oh my God, man. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Carter is back, man. For a one-off match. I don't care if it's a one-off match. At least he's back. Back again. Pay-per-view week. Friday Night SmackDown. What we got for Smacky Down? As the Game 1 calls it. Not the walk. Not the walk. Well, let's find until Elastic guys. We're in Saudi Arabia of all places now. Should have been in London again. Should have been in London. It's fine. It's fine.
WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Royal Rumble Go Home. Date, January 30th, 2026. Location, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Riyadh Season Stadium. Commentary, Wade Barrett and Corey Graves.
We get with TKO, man!
The Blue Brand makes history. We are live from the massive outdoor stadium in Riyadh for the final stop before the most unpredictable night of the year. The road to the Royal Rumble has led us here. Opening segment, the Tribal Chief's Command. The show opens with Roman Reigns walking to the ring alone. He addresses the friction between Solo Sikoa and the Usos. He reminds them that the bloodline is built on hierarchy, and if they can't coexist, he will personally eliminate them from the Rumble tomorrow night. Cody Rhodes interrupts, flanked by Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Cody tells Roman that while the bloodline is crumbling, his nightmare is just beginning. A huge 6-man tag team main event is set for tonight. Match 1, Women's Championship Showcase. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton. A clash of the Storm versus the Center of the Universe. Tiffany uses her agility to keep Jade off balance, but Jade's raw power is undeniable. As Jade prepares for Jaded, Alexa Bliss appears at the top of the ramp. The distraction is enough for Tiffany to hit a low dropkick and the prettiest moonsault ever. Winner, Tiffany Stratton. Post-match, Jade Cargill and Alexa Bliss have a terrifying stare-down from a distance. Match 2, Tag Team Chaos. DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus The Miz and Austin Theory. A high-stakes tag match to determine momentum heading into the Rumble. Pretty Deadly, Kit Wilson and Elton Prince are at the commentary table, mocking everyone. In the ring, DIY hits the meeting in the middle on Theory to secure the win. Winners, DIY. After the bell, a massive brawl breaks out involving Grayson Waller, Pretty Deadly, and even R-Truth, who runs down with a kendo stick thinking it's already the Royal Rumble match. Backstage, the best in the world and the ring general.
Classic
CM Punk
R-Truth
is seen
moment.
warming up. Gunther walks into the frame. There are no words. Gunther simply lays his hand on the United States Championship, currently held by Sami Zayn, and then points to the Royal Rumble poster. Punk smiles and says, "See you at number 30. Match 3, Local Hero Debut. Kane Ospreay versus Kit Wilson. Kane Ospreay looks to build on his momentum from the triple threat in London. He showcases his incredible athleticism with a standing shooting star press. Kit Wilson tries to cheat using his partner Elton Prince, but Axiom swoops in to even the odds. Ospreay nails the O's cutter for a statement victory. Winner, Kane Ospreay. Main event, the final battle line. Roman Reigns and the Usos versus Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. This match is pure chaos. The Riyadh crowd is deafening. The Usos show glimpses of their old chemistry, but the tension with Solo Sikoa, who is watching from the stage, is distracting. In the closing moments, Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Jimmy Uso. Sami Zayn follows with a Helluva kick on Jay. Roman tries to spear Cody, but Cody counters with a crossroads. Cody goes for the pin, but Solo Sikoa hits the ring, causing a disqualification. Winners, Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, via DQ. The show ends with a massive 30-man brawl as stars from Raw and NXT, including Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and Killer Finn Blood, pour into the ring.
Well,
the screen fades to black as the chaos reaches a fever pitch. The card is set. WWE Royal Rumble 2026. 30-man Royal Rumble match. Winner faces the champion of their choice at WrestleMania. 30-woman Royal Rumble match. World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, C, versus Randy Orton. Undisputed Universal Championship. Cody Rhodes, C, versus Drew McIntyre. Intercontinental Championship. Dominic Mysterio, C, versus Javon Evans. Are you ready to book the Royal Rumble results?
Thoughts on the Demon Finn Balor gear? It is awesome. I have to agree with you on that. I mean, we all know Finn Balor. He doesn't disappoint with the Demon. Especially that entrance at WrestleMania, man. Here's what I can say about WrestleMania 41. Or not 41, 42. It was great. Like, night 1 and night 2 are great. But the only thing I can say about Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes is that it was good until the finish. Oh my god. The finish was confusing. You had, for weeks, like Pat McAfee saying like, oh, if Randy Orton doesn't win, then I'm out. We get to Mania. what happens? We got Jelly Roll elbow dropping Pat through the table, the commentary table. Then minutes, but minutes after that, we get Pat McAfee running down the ramp like it's WrestleMania 24 with the neck brace and everything, carrying the pinfall, and then he kicks out. Cody Rhodes kicks out. Randy Orton just randomly RKO's Pat. Just randomly RKO's Pat. Oh my god. What were we doing in that match, man? Oh man. I mean, like I said, the match was great until the finish. Man, I cannot. This is what we get with TKO, man. This is what we get with TKO. Yeah, certainly it was. Yeah. Yeah, when Cody Rhodes did get a black eye after that. I just love that meme going around on TikTok and YouTube right now where everyone is like having that scene from Friday with that one guy. Dang. But anyway, it's time for the pay-per-view. It is time for the Royal Rumble. And let me get this poll out of the way, guys. Who do you got winning the 30-man Royal Rumble? No, I don't have one. Gunther, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk. Actually, we can do one Roman Reigns. And there we go. Get the votes in, guys! Let's get it on! Who do you guys think will win the Royal Rumble? I'm going for CM Punk, man. But yeah, in the meantime, let me get that up real quick. Before we fully focus on the Royal Rumble. Hopefully we don't go overtime. Hopefully we don't get overtime. Oh, where is it? Ah, there it is.
How you at?
Oh, it's cool.
Damn! Put your glasses back on. How you at?
Oh man. Oh.
Damn! Put your glasses back on.
Oh.
How you at?
Oh, it's cool.
Damn! Put your glasses back on. How you at?
Oh man. Only if CM Punk could told that to Cody. Put your glasses back on. You don't need to see the black guy. Spoiled enough. Anyway, the poll has ended. We got a 50-50 on Block and Punk. Honestly, could have expected that. Could have expected that. Press enter and hope for the best. Here we go. Hey, Michael is back. Michael. Oh man, I was getting ready to set up the posters and everything, man. I was getting ready to set up the missing posters.
The first International Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, is here.
Man.
The 2025-2026 Riyadh season reaches its peak as 25,000 fans pack the Riyadh season stadium. WWE Royal Rumble 2026. Date, January 31st, 2026. Location, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Commentary, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Wade Barrett. 1. Intercontinental Championship. Dominic Mysterio, C. versus Javon Evans. Evans puts on the performance of a lifetime, hitting a space-flying tiger drop to the outside that leaves the crowd breathless. He goes for his finishing springboard, but JD McDonough and Logan Paul create a wall of distraction. Dominic pulls Evans into a small package and uses the ropes for leverage to steal the win.
Things, guys.
Winner, Dominic Mysterio, remains IC champion. 2. 30-woman Royal Rumble match. Key entrants, Charlotte Flair, number 1, and Alexa Bliss, number 2, start the match. Lyra Valkyria enters at number 26 and eliminates 3 people. Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley have a massive mid-ring showdown. The final 4, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley, and Raquel Rodriguez. The finish, Rhea and Raquel eliminate each other while brawling on the apron. Tiffany tries to toss Liv, but Liv counters with a head scissors. Winner, Liv Morgan, last eliminating Tiffany Stratton. 3. World Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins, C. versus Randy Orton. A psychological thriller. Orton hits a draping DDT and gears up for the RKO, but Rollins rolls out. Rollins hits a buckle bomb and a frog splash for a 2.9 count. In the climax, Orton catches Rollins' curb stomp attempt into a mid-air RKO. However, Seth Raven and Drew McIntyre run down to the ring, causing chaos. Rollins capitalizes on the distraction to hit a second curb stomp for the win. Winner, Seth Rollins, remains World Heavyweight Champion. 4. Undisputed Universal Championship. Cody Rhodes, C. versus Drew McIntyre. A brutal, hard-hitting main event style match. Drew hits 3 future shock DDTs, but Cody refuses to stay down. The Bloodline, Solo, Jimmy, and Jay, appears on the ramp, but Roman Reigns emerges and stands in their way, preventing them from interfering. Cody hits a triple cross Rhodes to finally put the Scottish Warrior away. Winner, Cody Rhodes, remains undisputed Universal Champion. 5. 30-man Royal Rumble match. The Iron Man, Obafemi, enters at number 1 and lasts 39 minutes, eliminating 5 people, including Rusev and Braun Breaker. The surprise, Kane Ospreay, enters at number 18 and lasts until the final 6. The Beast, Brock Lesnar enters at number 30 and clears the ring, tossing out Obafemi and Javon Evans. The final four: Roman Reigns, Gunther, Brock Lesnar, and CM Punk. The climax: Gunther and Lesnar have a gargantuan collision. Gunther manages to eliminate the Beast. CM Punk hits a GTS on Gunther, but Roman tosses Punk immediately after. The finish: it comes down to Roman and Gunther. After a 10-minute mini-match, Roman hits a spear and tosses the ring general over the top. Winner: Roman Reigns. The show ends with Roman Reigns standing alone in the ring, pointing at the WrestleMania 42 sign while fireworks explode over the Riyadh skyline. The road to WrestleMania is officially underway. Are we moving to February, Week 1, Monday Night Raw to see Roman's choice?
Oh, guys. That's a hard break of the century right there. Cool wish. How crazy would that be, man? How crazy could that be if CM Punk would have won that? In Saudi Arabia, too. Saudi Arabia. Again, of all places to be hosting the Royal Rumble, Saudi Arabia. Yeah. But yeah, that was crazy. Well, before we go, we must be talking about WrestleMania, which is this Saturday and Sunday, guys. This Saturday and Sunday. Cannot wait. First WrestleMania to be in the Tokyo Dome. That's our fever dream right there, guys. Should have done that. They should have done that in real life. Forget about Saudi Arabia. Anyway, this is the match card for the Royal Rumble. Or not Royal Rumble, for WrestleMania. The Royal Rumble is still in my mind, man. Oh, great. Anyway, this is the 9-1 match card. We got Seth Raven versus Zach Adams for the Undisputed Championship. Then we got Roman Reigns versus Jaden Fatu, who has been attacking the Ravens over on the AI side of things. We got Stephanie Verker versus AJ Lee. What a train match, by the way. Cannot tell me that's a train match right there. That's a great match. I'm hoping that'll be a great match. Well, I shouldn't be saying it. I hope it would be a great train match. The Hall of Fame. Ethan Page versus Damian Priest for the Equestria Championship. Jake Raven, who is the United States Champion, defending against Finn Balor and AJ Styles, which would sadly be AJ Styles' last WrestleMania. But hey, it's crazy. It's crazy how a year can change, man. Like, remember like last year, AJ Styles was sent to the void by Michael Shields, and now he's back for the United States Championship. Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Well, that's it's gonna age badly. That's gonna age badly. But anyway, night 2. We got Desmond Elder, the WWE Champion. Scar Ken Ospreay, the Universal Champion. Unifying the champions together. Great song, by the way. If you never heard that song before, what are you doing? Are you living under a rock if you never listened to that song before? One step closer to the edge and about to break. But yeah, Michael Shields versus Kenny Omega for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. Yeah! DIY versus the New Day. Probably a random match, but hey. Well, this ain't a random match. Chad Layson versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's Championship. Cannot wait for it. Oh, man. Now this right here is the match that I'm mostly excited for. Brock Lesnar and Gunther. What a match that would be, man. What a match would that be? Gunther and Brock Lesnar. Good goddamn real life. But if you might remember the whole story, we were supposed to get back in 2024. Shall we say, stuff happened. Brock was gone for a year and a half. Well, not a year and a half, but for like a year. Returned at SummerSlam. Now we're getting this match. Hopefully. Well, again, I shouldn't say it'd be hopefully, but at least it's gonna be worth the wait, man. At least it's gonna be worth the wait. After all these years, man. Well, a year and a half, but still. Feel like years, man. Feel like we didn't have Brock Lesnar in like 13 years, man. But yeah, that is all for this week, man. WrestleMania is almost here. I'm excited. You're excited. Everyone is excited for WrestleMania on Roblox. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys, and maybe, who knows, maybe Fatu could end up in the main roster sometime. And maybe Opal Family might be featured a lot, maybe. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next Thursday on this timeline of WWE on Glamway.